As an introduction to week 2 of our program, we are spending the 7th day of the Miracle Meditation program by reflecting on what happened in week 1 and also preparing for week 2. Each week's work layers into the next week. So the tools we are using continue to be the same. We follow a pattern of working with witnessing, willingness, adding loving kindness into the mix, gratitude, forgiveness, and then being open to miracles. As usual, day 7 will be when we rest. So day 14, it would be for week 2. Now, what is going to happen in week 2? In week 2, there's an open invitation for you to shift your center of power. So if you have been denying yourself love, if you've been judging yourself, if you've been using self-attack thoughts to be very critical and judgmental about yourself, this week is going to give you those exercises, the practice that will help you to get to the core and then to shift. The most common way people give up their power is by thinking they don't have any. These are the words of Alice Walker. Gabby Bernstein, one of the foremost meditation gurus of this age, says in an interview, when she was asked, "Do you love who you've become?" Because she was a druggie and a junkie earlier. Her response is, "I don't believe I've become anyone. I've just released all that was blocking me from who I really am." And these words are very powerful. When we release those masks, when we release our own perception, our ego perception of who we are, of who we need to be, I must be that, I should be doing this, I should be looking like that. When I release all this, when I surrender to the truth, that is when I realize that I am love. And this love comes from the source, which reminds me that I am great, I am worthy. It leads me in the right direction. So this week, we are going to work on releasing, letting go resentment, and to return to that sense of stillness, that sense of peace. This inner presence, awareness about the inner presence has been stifled, blocked. Huge barriers have been put in place. But when the practice of self-forgiveness, self-acceptance, loving kindness, gratitude, when I throw this into the mix, I can reawaken the state of self-love. So the self-doubt and self-hatred just begin to release because it wasn't part of the real you in any case. And this awakens a new relationship with your inner state of love. See, what happens when we attack ourselves is that we are attacking the world. And when we love ourselves, we are loving the world. When you're involved in self-attack, self-judgment, being critical of yourself, you're vibrating at a low energy level. And people who function at that energy level from a place of fear Their vibration will lead them to violence, war, hatred. A lack of self love can take you down many dark paths. This feeling of being incomplete and then the need to complete the others. So if you complete the other and you try to correct them, you feel good. If you've had that kind of a feeling, that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you, that means that you're the one lacking. You're the one feeling incomplete, which is why you see a whole lot of incomplete people around you. Those incomplete people are mirroring your own state of incompleteness. So this week, join us in the meditation so you can explore your own incompleteness. You can stop feeling angry with yourself, stop isolating, stop denying the world that your own beautiful gifts. Negative thoughts like, this is my fault. I'm never going to have a healthy relationship. All these need to be junk. These are the ego's tricks to protect your fear. It just keeps your fear, and your fear is protecting you. And your fear doesn't want too much of change because change is uncomfortable. So, better than deal with change and better than deal with discomfort is stay with the thought that things are not right. But if you really want to shift things for yourself, if you've been struggling with self hatred, with self attack, if you're struggling with your relationship with food, very specifically, with drugs, with over medication, even with sex, this is all an indication that there is a gaping hole in you which you're trying to fill up with food, with sex, with drugs, with whatever. And that gaping hole is nothing but a lack of self love. So come join us for week 2 and reignite that inner connection to your sense of self love. Your practice this week will help you to bring your wrong minded perceptions of yourself to your inner guide, to your higher self for healing. And as you shine love, you shine light on this area, it will help you restore the faith that you are love. So on day 8, Monday, we are going to follow the witnessing process, looking at behaviors which you may find uncomfortable, but realizing that it is safe to explore them. On day 9, there's this willingness that we will work with, a willingness to create change. Day 10, shining the light on your fears with a loving magnifying glass, we could say. So putting love into the mix. Day 11 is for gratitude. Day 12, which would be Friday, we are going to do some serious self forgiveness. Day 13, we'll welcome the miracles. And day 14, we'll rest and review. I'm sure you're already beginning to see the pattern. The idea is that this pattern should become second nature. And so it can then become lifelong practice. Make sure to be extra kind to yourself this week, having healthy meals, drinking water, resting well. Your self care will support you as you open up to deal with and to heal old wounds. Thank you.